question is that Bhagavan has taken avatara in a male form. Is there going to be a time when he will come back as a woman? Women are already avatars because the human race is unable to understand women, right? I think it's a good question. It's a good question because it forces us to take a hard look at traditions and history. All the scriptures have been written by men, and they have always looked down upon women. And that's the harsh truth, and that's the sad truth. For thousands of years, we've made the women of this world feel that they need a man in their life to do anything worthwhile. That they need that external approval, that on their own they are inadequate, insufficient, based on just one thing, and one thing alone. And that is, women are physically not as strong as men. Because that physicality is evident, based on that we have really ill-treated women. The men have really ill-treated women. And nothing can justify such violence. And I'm not just talking about physical abuse, I'm talking about that at an emotional, at a mental, at a spiritual level. When you consider somebody next to you as insignificant or as not as important as yourself, you are being spiritually violent. So I feel, and I really mean that. I think I said that in the UK as well during that retreat, that first of all, we apologize because it was wrong and it must be stopped. So the men of the world need to offer an unconditional apology to the women of the world. Now, more specifically about your question, I was saying I really mean that when I say this. I feel the works that many of the avataras have done, most women could have done that. If we take out the stories of miracles for a moment, look at how they managed their world, then who can say that Sita was not as awakened as Rama? Rama followed his dharma, Sita followed her dharma. Who can say that Mother Mary was not as awakened as Jesus Christ of Nazareth? He followed his calling. She not only supported, but she stood by. When women will start to write scriptures, we'll find plenty of women avataras. Other than that, if you look at the 10 mahavidyas, plenty of women, all goddess. 10 goddess. If there are 10 main avataras, 10th being Kalki, out of the 24 complete avataras, then you also have 10 goddesses already there. The only real difference is we don't know what era they belong to. When it comes to male avataras, reincarnations, they descend upon the planet and there are their stories, there is historical evidence in some cases of their existence. Whereas in the case of Devis, such literature does not exist. So I will not be surprised, put it this way, It's not a question of if, but when. Because when an avatara is alive, remember, such a person is never recognized as an incarnation. It's only after they are gone that they are recognized, oh, this was actually an incarnation. When Krishna was alive, when Rama was alive, when Parshurama was alive, when all the other incarnations were alive. I mean, look at Jesus Christ, the fate he met. Look at Guru Tegh Bahadur, Guru Arjan Dev, what all they had to go through in the course of their lives. So people only wake up to the existence of an incarnation when that person, he or she, is gone. And that's how the world works. And it's okay, I think. It can't be changed. So my answer is yes, it will happen in the future, where people will wake up to it. And that progressive thinking first must be built into our society, where men really don't look upon women as secondary, but equal. And that will take generations. It's not something, a book we can give to all the people to read. It's something they have to see while they are growing up. They have to see that conduct, that behavior, that demeanor, that disposition, that tradition, those rituals where women are equally important. Mostly in 50% of this country, when men do, for example, puja in the morning, women are just, their role is just to supply flowers and this and that and the other. It's just absurd. So that's my answer.